Hey everyone, this is Pat, the DM for Grand Quest, otherwise known as Story Weaver. Grand Quest is a darker adventure set in D&D 5e homebrew setting.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I voice Syphina, the grave domain cleric of Tenelith, the goddess of life and death.
Hey everyone, I'm Isaac Martinez, and I voice your favorite four-legged friend, Sif, the man trapped in a wolf's body for a crime he committed.
Hi everyone, I'm Matthew. I am the voice of Trevor Corrales, the Oath of Vengeance paladin who is trying to get some answers and discover the truth about his family losing their noble title.
I'm Wayne. I do voice of Flores Willowport, who would run security for his family business. Right now, he's just kind of hanging around and observing.
Hey everybody, I'm Mithril. I play Kane, the Dampier Gloomstalker Ranger. He's currently on this quest, trying to become a hero in this land.
Hey everybody, my name's Bridger. I will be playing Oscar, a wild druid with memory loss.
And without further ado, let's get to the story. We're going to go to Syphina and Oscar. As you walk in to the place where it's clearly where a bunch of wounded are, there is probably 26 people extremely wounded, near death's door but being kept barely alive. They don't seem to have a cleric anywhere in sight. These are just people who know basic first aid that are keeping these people alive. As one of the attendants walks over to you and Oscar and goes, we're a little busy, but if you need any assistance, any wounds, as he's looking around at you, if you have anything that needs healing, I can just keep you afloat for a moment. I can't heal you, but...
Syphina offers a smile, a kind smile, and shakes her head. No, I'm here to help. I'm a cleric.
Oh,
If you bring the ones who are most injured, I can heal up to 6 at a time.
thank the elementals. Good. Thank you. What have you, sir, do you have any healing capabilities?
It would have just blown past both of them and
Oh,
started going from person to person, using his own determination, and casting Healing Word and using Healing Spirit. And just
okay.
wasting
Syphina's
every
got
bit of magic that he has to help them.
Some of them are going to need high level spell slots. So there are 26 injured here. Give me a d4, one of you.
Let's have you do it, Syphina.
Do I get guidance on this? No.
No guidance
You
on
give
this.
yourself a card. Oh.
That's a 2.
There are 2 who are within quick healing condition that can be healed through a basic lay on hands or a basic healing word or cure wounds of first level. However, that only knocks 2 out of the 26, so we have 24 left. I need a d6.
That is a 4.
Okay. There are 4 that are in near that are above low level condition, where I would say these people are people who would need a healing level of 2 to 3, or most of a lay on hands at this level.
Okay.
Another one, I need a d8, please. Okay, 2. These people are going to need for sure a 3rd level spell slot or an entirety of a lay on hands at this level. So now we are down to 18 people left? 17 people left? Yeah, 17 people left. So I need a d10. 8. Okay, so now we're down to 9 people. These are people who need a 4th level spell slot or a combination of healing love lay on hands or 2 people healing them at once, spending a gathered up total of 4. So you could spend two second level, 1 third level, and 1 first level, but they're in pretty bad condition, nearing severe. I now need a D12. This is where it's gonna jump pretty hardcore. 4. Okay, so we have 5 people left. These are people who are in critical condition. These people need a very high amount of healing. You would need a consecutive level of 6 to heal these people. Sadly, that leaves us with 5 that are just too far gone. The only thing that can heal them is a revivify once they die, which costs a diamond.
How would this work with me being a brave cleric? And
the thing is like I had stated, this isn't based off healing points. This is based off level of heals. So your grave cleric, your glaive cleric ability does help mechanically, but in this story moment, it doesn't help that much. This is going to be a teamwork thing for sure. And once Trevor gets there, it'll make things a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, that would make it easier. You don't want to wait till they die and be like, okay, now I'm gonna go.
2 people.
So just for questioning act, like by myself, could I help someone that requires 4 spell slots by pumping them full of 4 level 1 spell slots?
No, because it would need to be done at the exact same time.
Okay.
That's why it's a teamwork thing. So, though 2 of them, or I mean, technically, unless do you both have any 3rd level spell slots?
No.
I have 3. Oh wait, no, I don't. I thought they were just 2 level spell slots.
We're not level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, pretty much you 2 can single-handedly, individually, heal 6 people. 2 barely wounded and 4 pretty wounded. But the 4 will take a 2nd level spell slot to heal, or most of a lay on hands.
I have a prayer of healing that does up to 6 people, and it's a 2nd level spell.
Like I said, this is more mechanically.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can do 6 at a time with them.
Sadly, no. This is a more mechanical thing. It's a spell slot burner.
Okay.
You can choose to let some people die.
After the inspection, I would come back and be like, do you want to try and work together to save some of the more egregious people? So I feel
One
like
second. Just out of character, I need to ask my husband a question because he was EMT.
Absolutely. So just kind of like as an above table, like a real life scenario in this situation, for people who are in this kind of situation, this is basically mass casualty triage.
Mm-hmm.
So you would examine each of these people individually, determine which ones there is nothing you can do for it, and you would basically just let them go.
That is 5 of them.
Yeah. So those 5 right out the gate, it would just be, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do for you except maybe give them something to ease the pain, or
put them
knock
out
them out in this kind of a situation, if there's other more seasoned healers there. Next, you would go to most critically injured, that need the most resources and attention. You would focus on them. The ones that are able to get up and walk on their own, you wouldn't worry about. So it's basically black tag is expectant, Yeah. Red tag, most critically ill or injured. Yellow is kind of borderline. They could potentially deteriorate if you leave them, but for now they're stable. And then green is basically walking wounded. It's, can you walk to my ambulance? Or can you walk to the bus that's taking you all to the hospital, kind of a thing. So in that situation, anyone with any kind of training in like battlefield medicine or triage or anything like that, that would be the way that situation would be.
Okay. Thank you. My husband is a former EMT, so thank you. Okay, so Saifina would assess the situation and try to determine what are the different ranges of injury. She will notice the 5 who are basically on death's door and know that there was nothing that they can do. Are these people, would they be conscious, or, I mean, like...
They're kind of fading. These ones are kind of fading in and out of consciousness. They're trying their best to fight through this. You can see that these soldiers have tremendous will, but there's only so much willpower somebody can have when they're this close to death.
Saifina will go to those who are, kind of slipping in and out of consciousness, and she will, go to the first one and kneel beside them and place her hand on them, and she will just look at them, and she will tell them, it's okay, you can let go. You've been fighting too hard, too long. You've done well. Lieutenant Lith will preserve you, but you can let go.
One of them, most of them, hearing these words, it's almost like you're relieved from duty to them. They close their eyes and they just go into a peaceful rest finally. However, one of them does say something to you before they expire. Let Commander Colred know I did my best.
Of course you did, and you did very well. Be at peace.
And he will close his eyes for the last time.
Saifina would just take a deep breath. She will say a prayer to Tenelith.
When you say this prayer, and after this act, there's something in your soul, in your chest, in your heart. You can feel a shift. Something in you feels lighter where the other feels heavier. But the side that felt a little lighter still feels very, very heavy.
Saifina just feels this, but she has work to do, so she can't focus on it. So she'll stand and she'll look at around, and she'll look at the ones who don't require too much healing, and then she'll look at Oscar. She's like, don't worry about them right now. Now we need to focus on the ones who are critically injured but we can possibly save. So if we work together, we can make this happen. Has Triple come yet?
Yeah, I was gonna say, have I made it there yet?
Not just yet.
Okay. So, please give me a refresher about how many of these and how many.
Okay.
How do we do this again?
So you have 4 people who need a gathering level of 6 to heal them. So 2 third level, a third level, 4th level, or a healing hands, and 2 second levels. Because the full healing hands, not just a little bit, a full charge of healing hands. Actually, how many points of healing hands do you have, Trevor?
For lay on hands, let's see.
Yeah, lay on hands, sorry.
I have healing hands, but it's only
Yeah.
4 points, so.
Yeah. Your healing hands would work on the weaker people. It'd be a full
Yeah.
healing hands, but it would work.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is there? It is. It is. I have a total of 20 points.
Okay, so it would be half of your to get this up to 6th level from both them using a 2nd level. It'd be half your healing hands.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean,
So
your lay
there's
on
that,
hands,
and
not
I
healing hands. Lay on hands.
Also, yeah. Let's see. I mean, I only have 1st level spell slots, but I also have cure wounds.
So the 1st level spell slots will come in handy.
Yeah.
Especially if
But
you
I
only want to
basically have-
use 5 points of your lay on hands and then a 1st level spell slot, you can get it up to 6.
Yeah.
So, is that 1% or is that
That's
all?
literally all 3. It'll take all 3 of you to heal 1 person. And there's 4
One
of
person?
these people.
We're gonna need to sleep some more. Or level up.
Well, these people aren't going to wait for you to level up or sleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
You can tell that there was probably more here, but they have died, so...
Okay. Just trying to figure out. So, for 1%, it takes 2 second level spell slots for me and Oscar, and then 10 lay on hands for Trevor if he comes soon enough.
Yes, or
That means-
or 5 points and a 1st level spell slot. So
That
from
means
him.
we could heal 2 critically injured people if we
Mhm.
work together. And then we'd still have some left over to take care of the rest.
Yeah, but Trevor's not here right now, so we don't know that.
Well, then we would yeah.
This is.
But he
where you
did
guys
say
have to
he
make
would
a
be
decision.
coming this way.
He did tell you guys that he'd be coming. Yes.
So we do know he is coming, so
Oscar, look out the door and see if he's here yet.
Oscar will head out.
Okay. As you peek your head out across the way, Trevor was walking towards the clinic as he stopped and turned around to say something, because the blacksmith had called for him. And then he begins to turn around, and you do see him walking towards him. And Trevor, you see Oscar peeking his head out, looking for you, looking directly at you.
I'm gonna pick up the pace and get over there quick.
Gestures like, hurry up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trevor, you walk in, and it is up to your team to fill you in on the situation.
I'm just gonna leave it to the cleric.
We want to try to heal as many of the critical wounded as possible, but we all need to work together. I don't know if we can do it all. You just say that to yourself. We might be able to save at least 2 of them.
Trevor just kind of nods. He goes, "All right, just tell me what you need," and he follows her lead.
We have to choose 2 of these 6.
Yeah.
Who's older and who?
Yeah, how
So
many
you-
old?
You want to gauge the
This
age.
is what Oscar is looking for. Like, who's gonna live a longer life?
Okay.
Oscar's playing God.
Give me a D4, and we'll say nearing the age of where it would be most beneficial to heal them will be this roll. So a D4. 4. They are all very young.
Well,
That makes it a lot fucking harder.
What are their injuries? Can you tell me?
It is a mixture of severe stabs, severe lacerations, extreme burns. A few of them have a missing arm or leg.
I am gonna point out that except for Oscar, you guys have seen Kane heal before, so you could send someone to come get him.
Where's the voice thing? Go get a pain.
Yeah, no, I don't
No.
think that would be good.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want Kane in this situation, I don't think. Sorry.
Are you sure? I
Safina
can
is
send
just
Bartholomew to go get him.
don't go get Kane.
Okay.
We're going to just try to heal 2 people at first, and then if we can get to the others, we'll get to the others. So let's just do this, okay? So I'm going to
Oscar will like turn to the nurse, medic person, whatever they are. The one that greeted them on the way in.
Yes, it is a what looks to be a private of this keep, a soldier that just basic training in field medic. Nothing severe, nothing extreme. He can't save a life. He can just keep somebody going if it's low enough of damage.
Do you know if any of these 4 people have like a family that's or anything like that?
Well, I believe. Give me a D4.
Just gonna roll another 4. Close, a 3.
I believe 3 of them have families.
Okay.
Most of, 2 of them are fathers and one's a mother, so.
Alright. Just gonna look at the 2 fathers. Can he like insight? Like who looks like they're gonna live more?
I mean, at this point, yeah, you can give me an insight roll, but are you trained in, do you have proficiency in medicine?
No.
Okay. Then
He's
it's
just,
gonna be pretty high level. You're kind of gauging which one has stronger willpower to fight, which one's fighting the hardest to stay alive. And respect, they're both fighting extremely hard to live. They do not want to die.
I think we should do her for sure, and he'll do this quietly off to the side. He'll like pull them all both off to the side so no one hears this except for them 3. I think we should do definitely her, and he'll point to the mother and one of them, and he'll point to the 2 fathers.
Safina nods.
Yeah, Trevor is going to agree with that assessment.
The only problem is it's basically a coin flip between the 2. And
Just don't think about that. Just leave it up to me, all right? I know this is hard, but it's okay. We'll get through this.
I'll let you choose one then.
I know. So Safina's going to go up to the woman first, and is she awake?
She is awake, but not very lucid. She is very heavily burned.
Okay. Safina is just going to kneel next to her and look at the others and kind of motion for them to come toward her, and she's going to place her hands on her to heal her.
Yep.
Okay.
So 2 spell slots, 2nd level spell slots?
That's going to be 1 spell slot, 1 2nd level spell slot from both of you, and then Trevor, either half of your lay on hands, or 5 points of your lay on hands in a 1st level spell slot.
Okay.
We can. So it's 1 2nd level spell slot for both
Yes.
Oscar and me, and so we can heal 3 people.
No, we can only use so much. It has to be all at once, since we can't cast 2 spells at once.
No.
So you're gonna need 1 from Oscar, of a 2nd level, 1 from Oscar, 1 from Safina of 2nd level, at the same time being cast, and either half of the lay on hands from Trevor at the same time as you are all healing, or 5 points and a spell slot from Trevor at the same time as you 2 are healing.
Ooh.
I've got 3 spell slots. So let's do that. Let's do a spell slot and 5 points from me, and then
Spell slot
what
for
y'all
me
need
and spell
from
slot for So that means how many do you have, Oscar, for a second level?
3.
3. I have
Looks
3
like
as
you
well.
guys can heal 3 people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to heal her. So I'm gonna do that.
Yep. Okay. As all 3 of you work very hard to channel your magic evenly and consistently at the same rate, you watch as her burns recede, scar tissue reverse and mend itself, as her body, from tensing up so much from the pain and the consistent levels of pain that she's been in, that it's been hard for her to stay in a point of resting. The burns are gone, her wounds are healed, and she falls asleep peacefully. She is safe.
It's like being let out a sigh of relief.
You
And then
feel
she looks at
that scale balance just a little bit more.
Cyphina smiles a little. But then she looks at the man next to him, the father next to her, and she goes over to him. And she looks at Kane and Trevor. Again, she places her hand on him.
As the others do well.
Yep.
Yep.
Trevor is going to do the exact same thing again.
Okay. As you do this, this man is slashed quite a bit by what looks to have been something ferocious. Something ripped his chest cavity in a way that should not be opened. And there seems to be what looks like a large puncture wound in his stomach. But it missed a lot of the vital organs, but he was being barely kept alive. Barely. And as these wounds close up, bones mend themselves, flesh knits itself back together through the power of the weave and this divine energy. This man stabilizes and finally lets out a sigh of relief as his will for fighting finally gets a break and he rests peacefully. He is saved.
And the scale?
It does balance itself a hair more. By feathers amount. But it does balance just a little bit.
So Cyphina looks to the other father and then to the other young man.
The young man, who is not a father, is looking like he is pale. Something decided to pull. You could see there is barely any blood in this man. His heart is pumping on bare minimum. They have done what they could to patch up the wounds, but he has been tormented by whatever he was attacked by. And most of his blood was drained out through his most of his arteries, his ankles, several places. This man was tortured. And he looks to you in the eyes weakly and just nods as he looks at the person next to him who's missing an arm and is very badly wounded in the rest of his body.
Cyphina nods back at him and she will tell him, "You'll be at peace." And then she turns to the father and she looks back up at Trevor and Roscoe and she's like, again.
As you heal him, the wounds that have inflicted upon this man heals. The missing arm, though does not grow back, does heal over. And his heart that pumped as hard as it could to stay alive. The time that he spent in this trauma shock situation is released from him as he sleeps peacefully and is saved, as the scales balance a little bit more. However, the man next to him, the young man who let you know it was okay, has let himself go, knowing that at least the other three were saved. And Syphina, you feel the weight unbalance a little bit.
Syphina just takes a deep breath and she goes to the one who passed, and she just like closes his eyes and says, "Be at peace." And then she takes a deep breath, she stands up, and she looks around. Who else do we have?
You have 8 people that need third level, that need 3rd to 4th level. We're gonna say 3rd level spell slots. So a first and a second, or 3 first levels, or 5 points of lay on hands and 2 first levels. But you have 8 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say all I have left is 5 points of lay on hands. So
We have 4 first level spells.
So
Same.
Trevor has the ability to heal help you to heal 2 of these people.
And there's 8 of them.
There's 8 of them. Though
But
these
the battle-
people have a chance to survive another day.
Okay, so I was gonna
Okay.
ask. I was
Though
like,
some of them might become critical overnight.
yeah.
Wait, Pat, question. I have one last health potion left over from the tournament. Does that give me anything?
What level of health potion?
Just that basic one.
It will count as a first level spell slot.
Okay.
Fantastic. Alright, so between my 4 first level spell slots, Oscar's 4, his how many?
3, technically. He has.
Okay, so how
Yeah.
many?
You could heal 3
3?
of these people.
Okay, and there's 8 of them?
There's 8 of them.
Okay. Okay, once more. Age.
Alright,
Are there any photo people?
go ahead and roll. The D8. Oh, sorry. Yeah, D8.
I guess I'll roll it. 1.
Okay. There is only 1 that is of young age. The rest are probably in their mid-40s. Nearing, between mid-40s and 50. So, 45 to 40 to 50.
Is there anybody older than that?
No, they're all about that age. Besides this one guy who seems to be about 20 years old.
Okay. Well, he would stand a chance to live and have a longer life for sure. So Vina just looks at Trevor and just tells. She looks at Trevor and Oscar and she just very quietly tells them, "I hate having to make these choices."
Everybody's just gonna walk up to her, put a hand on her shoulder and squeeze, and he's gonna go. You'll have time to feel this later. Right now we have to focus.
Some of them might be okay. Let's try to heal the ones that look a little bit more critical than the others. Let's save that younger man and whomever else we can. I think so. Is there men, women?
Give
anything like that?
me a D8. This will determine how many men.
8.
All of them are men.
I'm assuming they're all families, except for maybe the younger man.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Okay, fine. What do I have to roll?
Well, I mean,
I'd have to ask
Do you
Like interrogating this poor nurse. How many families do I have?
It's like, hey,
How many
come on.
children?
I understand this is a tough situation. I've been in this situation for a little bit
honestly,
now.
at top level, that's not really a question you would be asking. You would be focusing based on the severity of the injuries.
All right. What are the severity? I mean, I know they're all basically the same.
You're
but
trying
I'm
to figure out which ones have a higher chance to survive the night. Correct?
Basically, yes. So what we need to know is which ones are more critically injured.
Yeah. Okay, give me a D8. That'll determine how many of them are critically injured.
5.
There are 5 of them that most likely will not survive the night.
Okay, so we're gonna heal 3 of them, and not be able to do much of the other 2.
Or at least if they do survive the night, they'll be in the same situation those 4 were.
Yeah. Okay. So, is the young man one of the ones that won't survive?
He is.
Okay.
Just to make that a little bit easier on you.
Yeah. Basically, she's going to just decide to go. I mean, there's another question. What is it called, Matthew? If somebody has like an injury that's not, compatible with life.
Injury incompatible with life, that would be the people that we've already determined are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically, she's going to just decide to go to the younger man, and we're going to work on him first, and then we'll just decide to go from there.
Okay. Well, that is 3 first-level spell slots, group-wise. So 1 from each of you. This man's wounds are reversed to a better state of being as he looks up at you, removing the bandage that is around his head. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate this.
You're welcome. Be well. And then she goes, looks at the next person right next to him. And she's just going to make it easy. She's just going to go down the line as much as she can.
He's going to help you a little bit. He's going to kind of whisper to you, the 2 right there. Those are they're only fathers. They take care of their children, just them. So, if you could please heal them next.
Thank you. And she looks at Oscar and Trevor. We know what we have to do. Yep. So we heal them.
Yep. And that is my last lay on hands charge.
Okay. So, do you heal both of them, one after the other? Or do you want to try to dig into deep who you should heal with the last set?
I want to heal both of the fathers.
Okay. Well, remove your spell slots that you need to, and both are healed. They are very thankful to you as they immediately get up. Thanks to the power of healing magic, it does not take days to recover from something. They get up and they immediately get to work trying to make the others of their group survive the night.
So, I have 1 more first level spell slot.
So do I.
And Oscar does too, but you don't have anything else, Matthew?
Yeah, I am completely out of spell slots, lay on hands, charges, and health potions.
It looks like you can heal 2 of the 2 ones that take only a first level spell slot, or you can heal 1 of the ones that are just above the basically injured. Note that you do see the people who you've healed that can move around are immediately putting in work to make the others survive.
And I also do have healing hands, but I don't think I can use that right now in this moment. So.
Well, you have a charge of 5, correct?
No, it's
4?
4.
Oh, you would need a charge of 5 to be able to heal anything.
Okay. So, with my first level spell and Oscar's first level spell, we can heal one of what?
One of the people who are of need of a second level healing, or two people who are in need of a first level healing.
Okay,
But
the two
these,
who
it might be, at this point, it might be quantity over quality because we'll free up more beds in the medic tent.
with the one
Because
like
these, sorry.
I mean, is it likely or not likely?
What?
The one that we could heal with 2 spells, would that be more likely to would that be possible to survive the night or no?
Oh yes, they can
Okay.
They can survive the night. They have a chance to end up in the party that will need 3 a third level spell slot, but they're still a bit away from being in the severe situation and a good bit away from being the dead situation. At this point, you're not able to help the people who do need help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Realistically, yeah, get a couple of the people that you can clear out to make some room.
Okay, so we're both going to heal different people then.
Okay. Some basic stab wounds,
Pat,
some basic slash wounds. Yeah?
I know you ruled prayer of healing out, so good berries also out.
Yes. That'll heal one person.
Okay.
Well, technically, good berry, you would have to use like 5 of the berries to even count it as a first level. So, but yeah, so that is basically it doesn't matter how it's kind of based flavor on how you're healing them in a way, because you're just it's spell slot wise. So
eat your berries, damn it! No,
shove berries down their throat.
So we're both going to be healing, I guess, both of us a different person.
Okay.
Since we're doing.
Yeah. A basic stab wound and a basic, these are things that would put you in a hospital bed. Stabbed in the gut near the liver and kidneys, slashed across the chest from shoulder down to hip. But they are healed and up immediately working. Now there is several hands at work here. A few of the newly healed people take the severely healed people to the barracks to rest, so that more bed area is relieved, and it is a consistent working effort for the others. But congratulations, you healed a good amount. Mayhap if you're there tomorrow, you can try to finish up the healing. But we are going to move now to Sif.
Yes.
Sif, you are looking around for somebody who has any knowledge in potion herbalism, alchemy, anything. Hell, you're looking for a guy who might have identify. You can ask around. You can roll me a perception. Or you can scream at the top of your lungs, who here can tell me what this potion is?
He's gonna do the second one.
I'm
gonna go to the first person. Oh, someone that looks in charge, maybe in armor. Guard looking, and ask, excuse me, know where I need something to identify the potion. Know anyone around here that could do that?
Well, I mean, yes, I do. I'm trained in herbalism. I am from a circle.
Are you? That saves me a lot of looking. Sif, by the way. What's your name?
Oh, I am, you're gonna, I'm a little worried. Most of the people here, you can call me, he seems very worried to give you his name. You are a talking dog. You are a talking wolf, so I don't know if I'm so worried about. You know what? I actually have a pretty good connection with you, since you are a talking animal. I'm Dandelion. I just go by Dan. He looks at you like, really?
No. Go ahead. But what's your real name though?
Dandelion.
Oh.
Dandelion flowers.
He says it with big eyes.
Yes.
So,
I'm from a circle of land.
You can identify potions, though, all right?
Yes.
We're not just gonna skip over that. Why dandelion?
I don't know. Ask my mother. She said that the seeds spread like her. She said she wanted to name me like something that reminded her of my father. Said, like dandelions, his seed travels everywhere. I'm pretty sure that means I have a lot of sisters and brothers.
Is there any qualities that stand out on him?
He is very tall. He might be half Furbolg.
Okay, so look for a half verbal person, maybe. Ask them if they know a dandelion.
Yeah.
No, I said that out of character. But,
he just like looks down after giving you his name and telling you kind of why dandelion. Yeah. I just go by Dan,
what do they
though.
Call you, Ron?
Just Dan. Well, they call me Dandy, but I go by Dan.
Dan, okay, I get it. Dan, what are you doing around here? I mean, not to like nitpick, but I thought like, are you from a druid circle?
I was, yes. I still follow the ways. I just don't live that life anymore.
Oh, makes sense.
Nature still cares, as I still care for it, but people need saving.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at you in, the plate armor, and I was like, some druids, don't like it, but hey, whatever.
Trust me, I am what you would call the black flower of my family.
Oh, the black dandelion.
Gatherings don't go so well for me, so yeah.
So, I have this potion here.
Oh, yes.
Wait. Are we like out in the open right now?
Kind of. You're kind of like right in front of the gates. He's kind of like just been, he was just walking away from giving shift orders.
You have anywhere a little more private we can talk to, like office or something you can inspect this?
Well, I'm not the vice commander or the commander, so my office is kind of just, I kind of just like to hang out in the stables, so I guess we can go talk there.
Maybe I might find one of your friends.
What? What does that mean?
Oh, I was talking about your family, I meant to say, but...
Oh, in the stables?
I don't know.
I mean...
Your father's seed likes to spread like dandelions.
Well, I wouldn't put past my father to be a horse during the process. I only knew him briefly, but he was...
He thinks about it for a second, like how would a horse in the druid circle?
Yeah, he was very promiscuous. He liked the bear form a lot. Let's go talk. I don't really want to talk about my absentee father.
Maybe a different date. I mean, over a drink or something.
Yeah, sure.
So I follow him to wherever he takes me to the stables, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You're like right next to that horse, the two horses that brought you in, as he gives them a little bit of wave and kind of talks to them for a moment as the horses look at him and neigh back. Oh, yeah, I'll talk to him. I know you don't like that kind of hay. It's too moist. Kind of gives you a rash. I'm sorry. I'll talk to him. All right. Yeah, where's that potion?
I mage hand it out of my backpack and then hand it over to him. Be careful with that.
I was
you don't
wondering
know exactly what it is.
How you operate with just paws? Are you not a druid? Do you just not? Are you stuck like that?
No, I'm not a druid. No, I've been kind of trapped in this form.
I mean, I kind of told you about myself, so I would feel a little bit better if you told me about you.
I mean, we got enough time. I mean, long story short, pissed off the hag. And I don't remember what I really did, but she's something about me serving out my life as the dog I am.
Yeah.
He's mage handed as he look at me.
Hey, as he's like grabbing the potion and he's like looking, I mean, the rumors in the circles are if you are cursed by a hag, the only way to get rid of it is by killing the hag, right?
I've heard something about that, but killing a hag
task
is a lot
hand,
easier said than done. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty basic potion. It's an offensive potion. He gives it back to the mage hand. It's Dragon's Breath.
Sif, like, he doesn't even mage hand, but he just, like, looks at him like he just face palmed himself.
Tried to figure it out, couldn't? I mean, the smell of embers is kind of a kind of given. I mean,
so the smell of the embers, okay, get you up and going. I get that, yeah.
I mean, it allows you to breathe fire, so it's like eating an extremely spicy pepper.
Okay, so this allows you to... Anything else on this, or just that?
No, it just allows you... I mean, do you know of the Dragon Breath spell?
Yeah. I've heard of people using it.
It's a potion version of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think this could fetch any money, or?
Oh, I mean, you could probably sell it for like a good 75, maybe 120 to the right place.
Ah.
But that would also be pretty handy against those undead things.
Yeah, that would. Actually, speaking about those undead, how long have you been dealing with them? How long have you been here?
Well, I have been here for 10 years. So, 5 years ago is when it became our permanent task to deal with Runswick. Before, it was just watch over the town of Runswick, the nearby towns, the temple, and the forests, reacting to any trouble of those creatures and or bandits.
So it gotten worse in this past couple years?
Yeah, ever since Runswick got invaded and taken over, yeah, things are much worse.
How far is Runswick from here? Because we could probably... I mean, we're going to be going around.
About, if you were going by cart and horse, or just by horseback, 3 hours at a good run on horseback. Probably about a day on a walk.
So if stuff does go bad, it's shit's going to hit the fan pretty quick here.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen inside the infirmary, but shit did hit the fan pretty hard.
I try to stay out of hospitals. They kind of give me this itch I can't scratch.
I feel you there. Especially because they think I'm a druid. I have healing spells, but I don't. So...
I feel that. They think because I'm a wizard I can identify everything.
Yeah. Stereotypes. Not all of us are victim to it.
Well, Dan, I thank you for all that you did. If I see any of your brothers or sisters out there, I'll be sure to tell them you said hi.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Thanks for not making too much fun of my name.
No. I mean, it could be worse.
It could be worse. I don't know how, but it could be worse.
I mean, you could be named like Rose or something basic like that.
To be honest, I think I'd rather Rose. He like gestures to himself, a very large, muscular, tall individual that looks very manly.
Right.
I think I would go with Rose, because I could probably turn Rose into some kind of like holier art thou knight thing.
The Knight of Rose?
Like the Rose Knight, yeah. But no, I'm Dandelion. The Knight of Dandelions. Doesn't really hit the same way.
The Dandelion.
I feel like that was something that a bard would... Yeah, well, I'll workshop it, you know. Maybe next time I see you, you give me a few ideas you come up with. It's something, you know.
I'll write something down.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I walk off after that.
Alright. Now we are going to jump over to Kane and Gorez. You are inside the office of this keep. There are several mid to high rank people who are in charge of certain aspects of the keep, filing out paperwork, talking to each other, getting briefings from higher ups and other things like that. It is a well-oiled machine in here. Everybody seems to have their nose to the grindstone and doesn't seem where you would think, or at least Kane, you have seen some keeps back in Outlaw. And very, very few have even a smidgen of this level of duty. As there's not, yeah. One of the officers donned in what looks to be a very well decorated set of full plate armor. Walks over to you, taking his helmet off as he was just heading out. Takes his helmet off. Kid, do you need something? You're those new people that were brought in last night, right?
Yeah. Wanted to see what we could do to help.
Very well, very well. There's a few things you can do. You can try to get a meeting with Vice Commander, or you could talk to some of the duty masters, the task masters.
How would I go about getting a meeting with Vice Commander?
Well, I'm on my way out, but I can, I have authority to enter his office, so I could go and talk to him. It depends on what what exactly you're wanting to find out. Because if it's just basic help around the keep, taskmasters are your better bet. But if you feel like doing something big, then I might be willing to go and talk to him.
I define big.
Well, by big I mean combat. Do you have any combat experience?
Plenty.
He looks over to ask, or as he goes, yep, he just goes, yeah, I bet yours are on the street, huh? Nothing against that. Street fighters are tough. I know a few.
I'm just here to lend a hand, not give a history lesson.
All right. Sounds good. Well, so would you be willing to do some combat tasks?
Sure.
I'm down.
Okay. Then, I'm assuming you speak for your party?
Above table. Do we technically have a leader at this point?
No, I don't think anybody's...
We don't.
Yeah.
Unofficially, it's more than likely Trevor or Saifita.
Yeah.
That's what kind of been calling it. I mean, we can have votes after this conversation, whenever we group up.
It's a long pause as you then finally start to speak.
I wouldn't say we speak for the entire party, but most of us, if not all of us, would be willing.
Very well. Well, if you don't speak directly for your party, I'll let him know that...
I do speak directly for myself.
Yes, for yourself. But for yourself, if you were looking for something for you to do, or you and Meathead over here, I would ask the Taskmaster. But if it's something your party is willing to do, then then that is something you would get something from the Vice Commander. I don't want to waste his time with a two-man team. But I'll go talk to him and let him know that you and possibly your party are interested in a harder, party-sized mission. Does that sound fair?
Thank you.
Very well. He turns around quickly and walks through this basic hardwood door. It says, the door says, Commander Colrent. And then underneath it, it says, like, because that one has been, like, almost like, it's been removed and embroidered with more better motifs and writing, and not just the basic nameplate, but underneath it is it says acting commander. Acting commander, where is he? Varkos Green. As the door opens up and shuts. Some time goes by. People are hard at work. As you are standing there waiting. Till eventually, a few moments later, about, I'd say 5 to 10 minutes later, the knight that you were talking to walks back out. Yes, he said, as soon as your party all agrees, by the end of today, come back, and he'll have a meeting with you. If your party doesn't agree, either tell one of the soldiers, or just don't show up. So I suggest you go talk to them, to your party.
Mm-hmm.
Is that everything you needed?
For the moment.
Very well.
I was wondering.
Well, I have a scouting mission to lead. I will see you when I get back, hopefully. If not, I hope your travels are well, and you don't...
You wouldn't, by chance know what happened to the other mercenary that arrived with us, would you?
I know that the gentleman talked to Vice Commander and then left. The miss, I believe she loudly yelled at me what her name was when I asked if it was okay if I had her name.
Sana.
Yes, Sana, she loudly told me, Sana. So I got that loud and clear. Still got a little bit of a ring. She was angry after hearing that he had left and went to follow him. I'm not quite sure where he went, but it couldn't have been good if he was leaving without his apprentice. So...
Is she no longer in the
No,
keep?
she has gone. As far as I know, she is gone. She has followed him, is wherever he went.
Alright, thank you.
Indeed. He waves his hand as he passes both of you by.
I'm gonna look at Gorez. Well, I know where 3 of our party members are gonna be.
Very well. As you two leave, it is not hard to run into Sif, as Sif is walking away from a rather large gentleman in full plate in the stables. Sif, you see Gorez and Kane walking out of the main office, and seeming to lock eyes with you.
I'm just gonna kind of nudge my head to where the infirmary tent thing is.
Very well.
I feel alright. Oh, you want me to come with you? Oh, okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. As you...
By the way,
Yes?
I realized I could actually heal one more person with a plus level spell slot. because I have Honest Divine Power, which if I use, I can gain a first level spell slot.
You can do so right now if you would like to.
So I want to heal one more person.
Very well. So that leaves just one. So that's good. All right.
Let me see. I'm gonna check my inventory. I might have a potion.
As you three meet up, go into the infirmary. There is.
Oh no, I'm not going inside.
Oh yes. Well, actually, I never asked this. Can you send me exactly what you eat, quote unquote?
Eat the food.
Because there's some things to your race that I have yet to tell you that I've added.
Oh, great. Great.
They're not bad things necessarily. But, yes, you do not go into the infirmary. However, does Gorez and Sif go in? Or do you just wait for them to come out?
I wait for them to come out.
Very well.
Don't like doctors, like you said.
Alright, so, Gorez, what about you? Do you go in or wait with the other two?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go in.
Okay. As you guys are finishing up healing the last guy, Syphina uses everything she's got, down to the T. Gorez walks in. That nurse that Oscar has been interrogating nonstop kind of pulls himself away from Oscar and walks over. Do you need help? Are you injured at all?
No. I was just hoping to talk to one of the people I came here with.
Oh, your party. Okay. Excuse me, you three, Syphina, Trevor, and Oscar. Your friend is here.
Syphina looks up. You can tell that she has a lot of weight on her from everything she's dealt with and the choices she's had to make. And she's tired. She's very tired. And she looks back at everyone else. And then she looks at that nurse, or healer person, and she's like, this is the best we can do right now. We have to come back tomorrow.
For everything that you've done so far.
Syphina nods, and then she heads over to Goaz. And he's like, where are the others?
You see them through a window just standing outside.
So Syphina just goes out. He needs to be out of the infirmary.
What about Oscar and Trevor?
He's gonna follow her out.
Very well.
Same.
Okay. All the party inside the building is now outside the building, and the party has met back up finally. The first and only time splitting the party did not end in death. Oh, it ended in someone's death, just not the party's death. That has to be accompanied with.
Still a part of it.
It has to be.
And Syphina looks at Kane, and she's like, "Why did we get further away from here?"
Kane, you are so hungry right now.
I want to go lie down.
You see a chicken in the distance, Kane.
Huh?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
18.
18? You are able to resist yourself, but for a moment there, the big hulking man nearest to the chicken was almost your attention. But the chicken looks like a good meal.
I'll deal with that later.
It's getting harder and harder to deal with that later. You barely succeeded that DC.
Oh,
It
God.
might never come.
So, are they heading back? Syphina wants to head for the barracks. She wants to rest.
Very well. Yes. Yeah,
She's tired. She's hungry, but she's very, very
You can
tired.
head to the mess hall that's near the infirmary. It's just down the way a little bit.
Let's just put the dead people back.
Do that.
Very well.
Safina is just
Normal
going to
people have to
follow
eat.
people.
Okay. Yes, you all meet up in the mess hall. Food is able to be served at this current moment. There seems to be a large, by large I mean very tall but very slender, elven man, working the cooking, the kitchen, along with a few halflings in the back. This man probably sits about 7'5", but looks like he might be a stick bug.
He's a praying mantis.
Yeah, he kind of gives off praying mantis vibes, yeah. But he seems to be happy to serve anybody who walks up to his kitchen. It looks like
I'm gonna nudge Sifina that way.
It looks like a soup. Soup with a side of baked potato.
Sifina just takes whatever she can get. She's just kind of numb at the moment and just going through the motions.
Sifina, on your tray, there is, and this is the same for Trevor and Oscar if you get food, there is what looks to be a sweet roll placed on your tray as the chef looks at you and goes, "Thank you. You healed my sister."
Sifina just nods. Thank you for the food.
He nods to you.
And then he goes to find some place to sit down.
Yep. There is a table that nobody's currently at. It looks like most people are on shift right now.
As Oscar sits down,
it's pretty empty in here.
Yeah, it's pretty empty in here. What was that, Oscar?
Okay.
As Oscar sits down, he will inspect the food like he's never seen anything like it. It's like sniffing it like a wild animal.
Looks to be made from boar meat, deer meat, and vegetables with a what might be a basic bone broth. Something that you have probably made in the wild-esque if you were to try to be normal, but not to this level.
And then he like sniffs the sweet roll.
It is yeasty. I mean, it is like, I wouldn't say yeasty, but I guess your sense of smell might be strong enough to smell the yeast in it. But it is very sweet, very sugary. It's rich.
His eyes will like light up and he'll eat that first, like consuming it, like just like no cool whatsoever, just like smashing it into his mouth.
Those who have the sweet rolls, you now have 1 point of inspiration for eating the sweet rolls. You can use this to re-roll one thing.
I look at him gorging that down, like, I thought I was there.
So are we all sitting down, or are we just going on?
Yeah, you're all sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here, by the way, and he tosses you with the mage hand the potion. It's an elemental breathing potion, kind of like the spell.
Tosses who it?
You.
Me?
To you, yeah.
I really hope Trevor caught that because Sifina is not actually paying attention. She's just.
Trevor, like a guardian angel, whisks his hand in front of Sifina, like lightning fast, grabbing the potion.
She just looks up at the breeze. What is it?
Yeah, can I repeat that?
It's an elemental breathing potion. I'm guessing by the smells fire. They did tell me a bunch about embers. Essentially, drink it in your dragon for a set amount of time.
Trevor is just going to stare at the little vial for a second, and he's just going to say, "Don't mind if I do," and he's going to pocket that away.
Sifina just nods at Sif. Thank you for identifying it. And then she looks back at everybody else. What else did we find out?
Don't think me, think Dandelion.
Rorich
and Sana are gone.
Didn't we just see Sana?
She left a little while ago, trying to follow Rorich.
Actually, I saw her last I saw her. She went to the vice captain, so I don't think he must have told her.
Well, the gentleman Goraz and I spoke to didn't know exactly where Rorich had gone.
All they knew is that, well, they left.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Rorich probably sometime last night. Sana briefly after speaking to the vice commander. Does have a job for us if you guys are up for more combat.
I am not up for combat right now, and we probably have to heal more people tomorrow. Can it wait, or does it have to be today?
Well, he wants to meet with us tonight if we're all okay with it. I suppose
Well,
to give us the details.
if he's gonna give us the details, we more likely will be leaving in the morning. I know if you want to heal them, Saifina, may or may not want to get it done tonight.
Thing is, we can't.
Maybe take a long sleep or whatever.
It's how early in the day is it?
No, that's what I was like. It's probably like midday or something at least. I don't know.
At this time, you guys slept in pretty late, so at this time
okay.
it's probably about 2 p.m., nearing 3.
I mean, you could sleep and then do some midnight, healing real quick. Or, I mean, I know they are a little backed up, but you could also give in to the trust of the medics in there.
Saifina just puts her head in her hands and she's just like, I'm really tired right now. I can't really make a decision, so I need at least an hour to break to even put thoughts together and whatever. So I'm just gonna eat.
And Trevor's gonna kind of look at everyone else, and he's gonna be like, we can probably meet with this guy tonight, see what he wants, and we'll take some time to rest, recharge a little bit more, and then figure things out from there.
Well, we might as well meet up with him right now after we're done eating. Saifina, if you're not up to it, you could maybe take a nap.
He said to meet him this evening.
Oh, did he give it actual time? Okay, I didn't hear that.
Well, I'm going to rest regardless of what we do, and so. But Saifina is going to pause for a second, and she's going to look up at Kane. She's like, I really don't want to deal with this problem right now. Can she tell how hungry?
You're Snickers, Kane.
Do you have any training in animal handling?
Any training in what?
Do you have proficiency in animal handling? Any training in it?
I was gonna grab
I do not have proficiency in animal handling itself.
I'll allow an animal handling roll on Kane, but the DC is gonna be high.
Okay.
Not
I mean, yeah. Okay, so can I give myself guidance? I'm too tired to worry. That is a 23.
A 23.
Hey.
It is not that you are good at telling when a creature, a beast, is starving. It is the fact that it is apparent that Kane, those who look at him and know him any amount more than just meeting him, will know that this man is starving and nearing the side of ravenous. and feral.
Does Kane notice the whole stare?
Perception. What is? If you want to try to hide that, I need a stealth.
I'm not really trying to hide it. I'm just curious.
By
my passive is a 17.
Yeah, I was gonna say by Kane's passive, yes. If you're not trying to hide it at all, yes, he sees you staring at him.
I'm just gonna lock eyes with her and frown. Like.
That chicken's on mine. McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Sabrina she stares at him, but it's actually not like her eyes kind of glaze over as in she's just staring now. She's just like not looking at anything.
She's zoned out. Zoned out in that direction.
Yeah, zoned out, and it's just like she knows that's a situation they need to resolve sooner rather than later, and she's just like, yeah. And nobody else in the party knows except for Trevor, and I don't know if he knows that he knows, so...
Yeah. Trevor actually really wants to talk to Kane about that, but there's, like, nobody else around.
I mean, can we... Like we said, you said it's a parent. Can we just be like, hey, yo, guy, you look hungry?
Yes,
that like
everybody there that has at least a perception higher than a 14 will notice this.
Oh, that is great. Mine is a 13. Sif doesn't give a fuck. He's just eating his food.
Oscar will offer half of his potato to Kane.
I love that.
Kane just kind of looks at the half a potato and shakes his head. No, thank you.
Oscar shrugs and devours it.
Any more for a roll by any chance?
What was that?
Does Safina have any more for a roll by any chance?
No. That thing, once you started eating that was hard to stop eating. Yeah.
Sorry, that would have been interesting. Okay, well, Safina just looks back down at her food, and she just eats. She's zoning out right now, and then she looks back up. It's like nighttime.
Oh, I'll be back in a minute.
Very well.
I'm gonna get up and leave. I'm gonna go find that chicken.
You're gonna go find that chicken? Okay. We're gonna go over to follow Kane. Kane, you're stalking around for that chicken. You know that chicken. It had red feathers on the body and brown feathers near the head. It was fat, plump, and looked super juicy.
Can I discreetly follow Kane out?
You can roll a stealth check. Yeah.
Oh god.
Against the passive.
Right.
Okay.
Just ting, ting, ting. You're scaring the chickens!
I was gonna say, if it makes you feel any better, it's at disadvantage, so hang on.
The moment Kane gets up and the moment Kane is about to go near the door, you hear a chink as you turn around and Trevor is starting to follow you but has stopped.
No, I'm just gonna kind of keep following him out.
Just like, oh, I've been noticed.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh well, screw it.
Kane actually looks a little upset at this.
Trevor's gonna walk past and he's gonna be like, follow me, we need to talk.
But chicken.
Can this wait like 5 minutes?
And Trevor just kind of looks at him and goes, trust me, you're gonna want to have this conversation.
I feel like I highly doubt that. But I will follow him.
Very well. You leave outside.
Yeah. Can I find a place where the two of us can talk with absolutely nobody being able to see us?
It looks like the only place to do that is the stable. Not a lot of people go in there. It's kind of why Dandelion goes in there.
Yeah.
Stays in the stable.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over there, and I'm gonna look around and make sure there's no one in there.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah, nobody's in here, just the horses.
Alright, I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna look at Kane, and I'm gonna be like, alright, how long has it been since you've properly fed?
How long have we been in this country?
I can't
About
hear
like she said.
Oh.
Kane's yeah.
How long have we been in this country?
And Trevor kind of nods and he goes, how often do you need to feed to keep you from losing control?
About every 3 days.
Every 3 days.
And
Trevor
it's on the 3rd day since Kane fed.
Alright. Trevor kind of looks around again to make sure there's no one around, and he rolls up his sleeve and he offers Kane his arm, and he goes, I would rather we do this way than risk you potentially hurting yourself or somebody on this team. And like with his free hand, he kind of reaches down to a sword and he says, I'm going to trust you to just take what you need.
Give me a wisdom saving throw with this offer. Very,
really know what
very
I
hard.
thought Kane had to eat flesh.
No, blood.
Oh, okay,
No.
it's just blood. That's easy.
Wisdom?
No, it's for Kane. As Kane lunges towards you, time slows down for you, Kane. As Kane lunges forward, the time slows down just a little bit. As Kane, you're moving quarter speed. Trevor is practically still. Behind him is a shadow visage of a man wearing what looks to be a top hat and a crow mask. You see the whites in the shadow of his smile and the glowing golden amber eyes. Yes. As you are moving forward, you try to fight back, but you just can't. Then off to the side, you hear and you rip yourself over and bite down on the chicken. You hear a aggressive no as you lunge and rip into this chicken. The screeches of the chicken go wild. You hear a plate drop from behind you. Trevor looks over, sees a tall man in full plate armor dropping a plate of seeds and a sandwich as Dandelion watches you rip into one of his friends. And we end the game right there.
Lovely.
Sorry. That one was a kind of heavy game.
Like and subscribe, everybody.
Yep. Hey, thanks for listening, everyone. If you like the story so far, leave a like. And if you want to hear more, subscribe. Remember to always check for mimics underneath that bed of yours. We'll see you next time.